So basically, a different approach is required to approach corporates and for corporates to approach the veterans. And we cannot have a normal job description or over the email communication while dealing with them. Also, to add to what Supriya was saying, today morning we were having a session from Capgemini. And there, Ms. Shreya Ghosh Oberoi, she was mentioning about their Josh initiative, which was hiring veterans. And I was not amazed to know that the best tech actually came from the veterans. And if you connect the dots behind that, India spends a significant amount of their GDP on the defense sector, okay? And there, most of the money goes into technology. So in the financial year 24-25, India is going to spend some 13% of its GDP on defense. So that is really very high number. And this money, apart from salaries, a majority of chunk is going to go into technology. This technology is something that a civilian will never be exposed to in his life. Okay, so when veterans who are exposed to this technology, they are brought into corporates, they have a really different angle to look into the problems and solve them. In fact, when I was being interviewed for joining the 801 Engineers Regiment, one of the things that I answered in my interview was that the question was that why do you want to join the Territorial Army? So my answer was, it is only for two things. Tomorrow, even if I become the CEO of Google, I will not get to experience this part of life. So it is only for two things. It is for the experience and for the charm of the uniform. These are the two things why I want to join the Territorial Army. And I was selected based on that answer. It was only because of these two statements that I was selected for the Territorial Army in the 801 Engineers Regiment.
You know, just about the technology part.
Yeah.
Okay. A couple of incidents. One of them, just a few hours ago, I just stepped outside the foyer. And there I found a stall where they were having some equipment which would help persons with restricted mobility and handling issues. So I asked them what it is. I said, they showed me a cap with a device which is put there, and that would help them identify certain things. This is 2024. In 2002, as a young fighter pilot, I used a helmet with a helmet-mounted sight to identify enemy targets, looking at them through the sight and firing my weapons. That technology, which I used 22 years back, is now available in the civil world today. So that is the kind of technological experience we have, okay? There are other simple things. Today you have software releases, you have Google Maps. In 1993, first year, 2 years out of commission, I used to do war planning sitting at air headquarters on a PCXT. I don't know if any of you heard of a PCXT. It was way before Pentium and 386 and DX, simple computer. And there, we would plan missions into Pakistan on the software with dots moving, multiple dots crisscrossing enemy targets. So at that time, we used computers for mission planning, which now today you use on Google Maps. That is the kind, I'm giving you two simple examples which just came to my mind. I can go on and on about technology. When I fly an aircraft, I'm trained in aero engines, airframes, aerodynamics, meteorology, metallurgy. You name it, radio waves, your GPS that you use, your mobiles that you use. Today, my aircraft had capability to jam all the mobiles in an area 10 kilometers by 10 kilometers because I know what band they operate on. What is the understanding? Today, when I sit as a passenger, when they say switch off the mobile, I switch off the mobile. Most people don't because they don't understand the technological requirements because the equipment that is used in the aircraft is on the similar band as the mobile, which is on a 10 gigahertz signal. How many of you in the corporate world even know this kind of technology? We knew in 1996 when I was in an electronic warfare squad. So you imagine how many years before it came into the corporate world, we have used technology extensively. And that's exactly what I mean. When corporates look at a veteran, look at his experience, try and identify the skills that he has, and be rest assured, he will come out with solutions which realm of imagination may also find hard to discover.
Just look at the amount of technical information that he's carrying, although he's out of service right now, but just look at the amount of information that he's carrying with him. And that is what a veteran can get into corporates.